hello, hopefuls. Hi, my Hope More family. I just wanted to make sure that the volume is working. I have like a lot of controls over here, and lately I've been doing shows, and at least 2 out of this month you could not hear. So, what I need you guys to do on our last show of 2022, isn't that crazy? The last Wednesday, the last Hope Day, because we don't do no humps around here. The last, I need you guys to spread the love, okay? I want you to share this episode on your social media platform or page or group, like the Hope More Facebook page, and click the bell and subscribe to the Hope More YouTube channel. That's one word, lowercase HOPE, uppercase MORE, because we all need a little bit of hope to expect more out of life. So today is the fourth episode of our Not Sold Online or In Stores series, where we're looking at gifts and all these gifts that we've been talking about. We've coined the phrase something saving gifts. Our first week we did life saving gifts. Our second week, legacy saving gifts. Last week, joy saving gifts. And this week, peace saving gifts. And I have some practical ideas. And in fact, I pre-recorded like a little funny video, but unfortunately, my I can't get it out because what? Because I don't have enough storage apparently. But that's not going to stop the show. All right. I'm going to try to recreate not the skit, but the points in this particular show. But before I do that, I need to go ahead and do what I've asked you all to do. Oh, go ahead and click and share. Go ahead and share. And I wanted to make you aware that tonight we are going to actually do a drawing. And this drawing is for anyone in my subscription base for my YouTube channel who also commented on any of the December broadcasted shows, even if it's a replay, but it broadcasted in December. If you commented on it and you're a subscriber, I'm going to enter your name in. And if you commented more than once, we'll do it as many times as you commented. And if you've already commented, like Chandrika, who already won, my Mary Clayton, who's already won, I'm going to count your name in the drawing twice per comment. So you have time. We're drawing tonight. It'll probably be somewhere closer to midnight. So you still have time. Even on this particular show, if you're watching it on replay and not live, you have time. We're trying. Yes, Drika. We are trying to, no, we're not trying. I'm going after my Gideon 300. I am going after, you hear me? God can do anything. This ain't a lot to ask, but regardless of when I capture it, I want 300. I need a Gideon's Army on my YouTube subscription. So you guys, I'm so excited as this is, sort of heartfelt sadness that this year is coming to a close, and only because there's still more things I want to accomplish before 2003. And I believe with God's help, a lot of those things I may just. So I will accomplish a number of things, including what God wants to do in my heart. But I want to give shout out to all the people who've supported me through the year. If I have time, I want to do a retrospective of 2022. And I want to make sure that I include some of my most committed fans or supporters of this show in that. So, okay, great. The sound is working. I can hear it. You can hear it. And how many of you guys had a great Christmas? Okay. My Christmas was nice. If you're my friend and you saw, I was pouting on Facebook, both because my trip to Las Vegas for Christmas, where I was leaving on Christmas Day, was a bust. I ended up being back in my hometown. But the good thing is I was not stuck in an airport somewhere, and I got to celebrate my birthday with my family, with my parents. Now, the also bust thing, even though it was nice, was that we spent all day in church. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. It was Jesus' birthday. We spent all day in church. 9 o'clock service. It was no shorter. 12 o'clock service. We had a whole service and then a Christmas program. Now, the second service was 30 minutes away, and we did talk after church. So it wasn't that church was hugely long, but we stayed a while. So we didn't get home till 4:30 on Christmas Day. Okay, Christmas Day. We get home 4:30 because I had not planned to be there. I had not done a bunch of cooking, but I bought things to cook. So I cooked some chicken and salmon that I delivered to my parents 9 o'clock that night. Because literally, we were like, we're gonna eat the snack. The pastoral aide, Sister Sharon Jones, made for us. It was like some chicken wings and salad, and that's what we ate, and that's what we were good with until 9. I was so tired from everything that happened, including my rant around airport to try to figure out if I was going to leave for Las Vegas or not. So I didn't even eat Christmas dinner. And I pouted too, because although I had a pre-Thanksgiving, oh Lord, I'm in the wrong holiday, a pre-Christmas dinner for my parents. They got 16-ounce ribeye steak, loaded baked potato. Dad had broccoli. Mom had a salad. I mean, they just got the works. And I gave them their gifts, about 5 or 6 gifts a piece. I left going to the airport with like not one wrap gift from my parents. And I was talking about how, but my dad did write me a check. So I can't be too spoiled. But when I got back, I have to say, I forgot that my dad did give me, it wasn't wrapped, but he did give me a charger jumper starter system for my car. And when I got back, he gave me a really nice multi-product skin solution gift. I don't know if he's saying my skin is bad or whatever, but I thank you, Dad. I thank you, Mom. You guys give me stuff all year long. I'm just spoiled. I am spoiled. I'm just spoiled. I'm just really spoiled. But I get it from my dad because a couple of years ago, he tried to just say, we're not going to do gifts this year. And, we have to travel to New Jersey. So we're just not going to do that gift thing. And so, like, literally, I didn't buy anything. And we get to New Jersey and Christmas happens. And he's like, where's my gift? And I'm like, I thought we weren't doing gifts. He was like, that was for you guys. That wasn't for me. So, but I tell you what, I'll never make that mistake again. See, people think that's women, but men be playing games too. So December. You guys, I've had so much fun with this series. I've been playing on do in 3 different terms. Do, D-O, do, D-E-W, like a refresher, and do, D-U-E, like something that you need to have straightened out. Like we talked about wills. That's a December task. You better get that done because you never know what will happen. And do was about things that would be refreshing, like in the morning, the do. And then do is another task, but it's something like, I love it when we say I do because I am. Like it's about being present and getting it done. So tonight we're talking about peace-saving gifts. And I have some practical ideas for you that I had a lot of fun coming up with. And I know, Chandrika, you already got the laughs going, honey. So let's get to it, shall we? Now, people say that, it's not the gift, but it's like the intention behind the gift, or it's a thought that counts. What else do people say about gifts? Nothing's too small, nothing's too big, and I call sort of BS on all of that. I think there is truth to all of that, but we have come to a point, especially in this westernized, commercialized society, where like if you say you're doing a gift, you're having a birthday party, you're having any type of thing where a gift is expected, you're expecting really nice gifts. But if it's a thought that counts and your peace is being robbed because you're afraid of getting the wrong gift, or you're afraid you don't have the money to get the gift, or you gotta go into debt to get the gift, the thought that counts, that gift that you may be giving that you're overblown your budget for, that thought is one of chaos. That thought is one of commercialism. That thought is acceptance through monetary means or through some token. Now, I just got finished I just got finished clowning my dad like for the first 24 hours after Christmas because I didn't get a wrap gift. So what's that about? Even though he wrote me a nice big check, because a part of it is like, come on now, on Christmas, everybody wants to wrap something. You didn't think about me. That's what I think about. You didn't think about me. And oh my gosh, Cynthia, hi sis, my god sister. She's like, yes, you are spoiled. Yes, yes. Hi sis, and thank you, Chandrika. I I think I am a good daughter too. But when we say that it's the thought that counts, can we turn it around and really make it about your showing love versus the idea of showing off? So when I thought of peace saving gifts, actually, I almost entitled this show Money Saving Gifts. Money Saving Gifts. I changed for a number of reasons, but one is that peace is a luxury that money cannot buy. Peace is a luxury that money cannot buy. So during the Christmas season, during the Hanukkah season, during Kwanzaa season, all these things are gift giving. And I'm going to talk about New Year's gifts as well. We can think about peace when we say, I'm going to stay in a budget. If I don't have the money, then it's okay. I'm going to show my love. And if this is something I don't have time to do, then I'm just going to explain myself. This is a great time to even consider gifts that you never even thought would be gifts, but it is a token of your love, and you give it with the thought of peace. And let this be a season where you really are putting the thought behind the gift. And the thought is not just to bless someone else or make them happy or smile or not, clown you on Facebook like I did my daddy for a second, but it's also the thought of your peace. Because if your gift robs me of my peace, that gift is way too expensive. I don't care if I spent $5 or $500. So let's get to it. Peace saving gifts. And you know what? Sort of like last week, joy saving gifts. It's not that these things give you peace. This is about saving your peace, because a lot of people struggle during this season. And so I want to give you some ideas. And when I'm talking about peace saving gifts, yeah, a lot of that piece is dealing with money, honey, money, honey. All right. So I need you guys to come on, let me know what you think of some of these ideas. They came off the dome. Some of them are super original. Others are just a little spin off of something you've heard probably before. But we're not going to get robbed of our peace for someone's gift. So I want to talk about 8 peace saving gift ideas. Dun, dun, dun. I almost feel like I should sing a song. Here comes Santa Claus. Now, Christmas is already gone, but you'll get the gist in a second. So 8 peace saving gift ideas. I love it, because 8, I believe, is a number for new beginning as well. So number 1, free harvesting. Now, the terms, don't get caught up in them if you feel like, wait a minute, what do you mean free harvesting? I mentioned at the beginning of this series that in my little promo of this season is that God is showing me that I'm getting to harvest from seeds that I didn't plant, from fruit that I didn't plan from. And similar to the widow who was ready to die, and the prophet told her, you know what? You have some oil. That's all you said you had, some oil. Take that oil, borrow and get containers that are probably someone's trash from all over, and use that, get those containers to collect that oil. And you can use that to pay off your debt and to set you up financially. And here's the thing, it took her faith to do that, remember? And because she only had a little bit of oil. What if she was like, poured it and was like, okay, see, I don't have enough. I said that. But no, I believe in our homes, in our front yards, maybe even in our attics are things that you can harvest. So I know y'all getting sick of me. I have harvested over 1,000 oranges from 2 trees that have grown together in my front yard. Now, you guys, I've been in this house now for 5 years, and this is the first year that we had such a big produce. We still got probably 100 or 200 oranges still up there. And the first thing I did, and it was encouraged by my dad as well, so was like to get the oranges and offer them to my neighbors, people who stopped by. I literally, it was some weeks that every day someone's knocking on the door. Can I get an orange? Can I get an orange? Can I get an orange? And I'm just thinking, like, in years past, I didn't even eat my orange. Like, it was a few up there and they were good, but I was like, but like, this not only gives me peace because I'm not having to spend money to give these gifts out, but it makes me feel like I'm a part of a neighborhood because just like I was blessed, I didn't charge anybody for these oranges this year, but I was able to bless others. And if you had the oranges, I understand that they some of the sweetest oranges out there. I don't even know what kind of oranges they are. I've had people stop by, and this one man, he has a whole drove of orange trees, and he's like, I just want to taste yours. How much are you charging? I'm like, no, you can taste it. But he was like, okay. So peace saving gifts is looking for your own harvest, and you didn't have to plant it. So for me, it was these oranges. For some of you guys in your attic, maybe your grandmother has some really cool things that are not really heirlooms that you can like, oh, I can use this for a gift. So you can tell I get really excited. Hey, brother Davis, so good to see you, man. Yes, yes, yes. My favorite fruit. Yes, oranges, honey. I'm going to try to make some preserves, and I'm going to try to go a little bit quicker because I'll be here all day talking about my oranges. And yes, I call it the Dimps Orange Orchid of two trees. But I mean, gosh, to have something to give based on the toil of someone else, that can preach. That can preach because we know that the riches of the wicked are laid up for the righteous. And I'm not saying who planted that tree was wicked, but God knows I'm only righteous through Christ Jesus, and I expect it. So this is one of my favorite up level gifting. Can you turn to your neighbor and says up level gifted gifting? Let me upgrade you. Let me upgrade you. I'm calling it up level regifting because so many people clown regifting, but regifting is actually, it could be a really fun thing, not just for you, but for the person you're regifting. You don't have to go out and buy something if you have something that you think someone will be blessed by. Now, let me tell you, regifting is giving someone else a gift that you received. Up level regifting is giving someone something that you really want, that you actually like, and that it comes from not that they have a need necessarily. This is not charitable, but it's like you want to give something that they want and you sacrifice your own want for it. Let me show you a gift that is not up level. Do I have it? This. And if you gave this to me, I'm sorry. This is a rainbow colored neck massager memory foam. It looks sort of tie-dye-ish. In my opinion, it looks like it's for a child, even though there's pictures of adult women in it. Now, I love neck massagers, but I've yet to open this box. I've had this maybe for a year or two. Okay. This would not be up level gifting to someone, not because it was not usable, but because I really could care less. I don't want it. Now, this is an example of up level gifting. Can you get a picture? Can you get a shot of this? Oh God, I'm afraid to move it. Maybe I'll put the camera down. So this right here is a Magic Chef air fryer. It's extra large. It's a 5.6 quart air fryer. Does all the good, all the good. Has a recipe book attached. Now that is something I've been wanting for a while. I bought it probably over 6 months ago. The reason why I haven't used it or put it up, my counter is so small. And right now I presently have a really small black one. And when I think about it, I was like, you know what, Hope? You know someone who has a family who could really be blessed by this. They already have a fryer, but it's not that big. But you want it, but you're not using it, and you could just get yourself another one in the future. But why not give this gift to this person? Now, this person, she would not expect a gift. She would appreciate a gift. But I was like, okay, how can I, at one time I was like, I'm gonna sell this thing. But up level regifting, I think it should hurt a little bit. If you're trying to give it away and it's like no big deal, that's not up level regifting. like up level regifting, it should hurt a little bit because you're like, I like this, I want to keep it. For instance, I regifted my mom this year a gift that I've already bought her. This mom mug, okay? It's a cute mom mug. Last year, I think when I gave it to her, I gave her like almost 20 pairs of small earrings. She left this at my house. It's been in my house. My parents routinely leave gifts for months at a time at my house. I bought my dad's Father's Day gift, like a whole barbecue set thing. It stayed at my house until, oh my God, like until Christmas. I should have repackaged that whole thing. They don't remember. And it's not because of senile moments, but they just don't remember. So that is up level in some ways, in that you have like anteed up. Like I almost just gifted my parents everything that's left at the house from old gifts, but I didn't do that. So we won't call that up leveling. But it's just an example of how you can use regifting in ways that you maybe wouldn't think about. So up level regift, guys. Oh, I gotta give you this example too. Whew, this hurt my heart. This hurt my heart. So I got this little faux vest, and it's so cute, but I'm a little chesty and it's not closing up. And then I have these pair of boots that I've had for over a year, and they don't go around my calves. They don't go around my calves, people, but they're so cute. They don't go around my calves. And I'm like, well, I'm going to lose weight and my calves are going to go down. Never worn them. Oh, these bad babies. Where are they? I can get them on. And since I hurt my knee since March, I'm not wearing heels at all. But these things, they're like little Cinderella slippers. I don't know if you could tell, like they have little fake rhinestones on them. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not wearing heels right now. And even when I put these on, I feel a little bit like I could slip and fall. And I'm like, you know what? These are perfect regifts because I don't want to let them go. But they can bless somebody else. I don't want to let them go. And this past weekend, I let my cousin get away with taking my little pink rhinestone boots, and I still can't believe I let her do that. But she could wear them and use them now. Who knows? Those things may be totally out of fashion in 2 years by the time my calves go down enough for me to wear it. So, gosh, let me see what time it is. 22 minutes. Don't judge me. You're learning tonight. Yes, that's right. Learning tonight. So up level gifts should make you go a little bit like, ooh, I want to wear that though. Like that's still cute though. Or I'm gonna lose weight and get in that. Or this fits fine, but you've not worn it. Like the dress I blessed somebody with. I just got it in the mail and I tried it on, and it was gonna take 5 corsets and 2 Spanx to make it look decent. And then I wouldn't ever be able to wear it to church because it'll call it Deacons will fall. But I was like, okay, I don't want to give this dress away because it's so cute, but why sit up in my closet? Number 3, New Year present. This is going to be much quicker. So listen, guys, I'm not the best gift giver. And for years, I've sort of been known amongst those who may get gifts from me outside of my parents and my brother, like the New Year present person. I get you a gift on New Year's. Why not? Chinese New Year, you get a gift. And you know what? The practical thing is, it saves me peace. I don't like Black Friday shopping. I don't like the hubbub. And even with online stuff, I don't like being stressed out about things coming on time. And I so appreciate the post-Christmas sales. Why feel the pressure to deliver a gift to someone before December 25th? You can start your own tradition. Like, hey, I got your New Year present. Oh, New Year present. Okay. And it takes off a lot of that weight of, okay, I got to get this gift by this time, because if they don't get it, then they may think I don't love them. Now, I'm not saying use this as an excuse to be lazy necessarily, but you know, what's wrong with getting a gift a few days after Christmas? Call it a New Year present and be done with it. And take advantage of the sales. And because even this year, I think, well, I helped someone do a New Year's card versus a Christmas card because they were getting the stuff out late. So Brother Davis, the fallen deacons, we got to pray. We got to help the deacons out. But, you know, these are things that you really could do And I think I'm gonna go back to that. God knows most of my godchildren. I think this is the first year that my godchildren got gifts ahead of time. I normally come in January or February. So that gave me peace. But it was so fun to see them enjoy their gifts ahead of time. Now the number 4, and you guys are making me have too much fun. That's why I tried to pre-record this to like keep the time short. But thank you guys for coming on my last show of the year. Okay, so oh, true unique creations. Now, gone are the day of the macaroni and cheese or popsicle stick gifts. There are people who are really creative that give gifts and could save their peace, their money, and their time by doing things that come out of their true, unique creations. I didn't say truly, true, like they really are creative, and what they're giving you is unique. I have to tell you, my favorite gift of this year comes from my work Secret Santa. She made this purse. Oh my gosh. This purse, faux or leather, I don't know. But this is actual African cloth that she's sewn inside. I literally announced at our Christmas party, I got the best gift in here. Not only that, but Ernestine Mitchell, who blessed me with this, she does this almost like a hobby. And she calls them Adoringly Yours, I think. But this is really true and unique. Would you like a gift like this? This is not macaroni and cheese, and it still costs money, but I'm sure the retail value of this bag is much more than what she had to do to create it. But she gifted me that true uniqueness, and I really appreciate it. Another example, but this was sort of like just a little half over. I went to eat dinner with some friends of mine in Destiny Praise, the that a gospel group I used to sing with, and one of them brought their daughters, and I met their daughters as babies, and one of her daughters brought gifts, homemade gifts for everybody, and most of them were headbands, and she made one porcelain mug decoration, and guess who she gave it to? Me. Now you have to be pretty much under 12 for this to be acceptable. But what I loved about this true unique creation, she literally took time to make it, and then she gave it to me and had no other reason to accept it. She wanted to like offer friendship to her mom's old friends. When I tell you it blessed me so much, those are true unique creations. And it reminds me of my girlfriend Monique in college. We were also broke that we never we if we bought a gift, we definitely didn't do Christmas. We did birthdays, but she would make homemade birthday cards that were so thick. They were like 3D. They would have buttons on it and some theme. And the first time she gave me a regular card, I was sort of sad because even if the card was weird and constructed, it took so much time and love to do that. And so those are type of the peace saving gifts that I think, I totally love. Yes. Yes. People like Chandrika, she makes jewelry, give free hairstyles, all those things. If it brings you peace, and it doesn't mean that it's not valuable, but it helps you save money, it helps you flow in the holidays, do it. Do it, do it, do it. And I got some earrings and a bracelet and some funky earrings from Miss Chandrika. So I know your family be like very happy when you do that. Give them those true unique creations. This next one is not hard to explain. Charitable donations. Since it is the thought that counts, when you're giving, especially to people like, say, my parents or people who seem to really have a lot. Like, when I go through my parents' stuff and see gifts from 2 years ago, just sitting chilling. I mean, Dad, you have some Gucci cologne. Yeah. What you gonna do with this? Sometimes the best donation is to donate to a charity in their name. Like, not only will it bless the person receiving or the organization receiving it, it's a way to still acknowledge that you're doing something in honor or a token of love for someone you care about, but you're not necessarily taking another, piece of merchandise to stuff in their stocking that they won't even use probably. But doing things, charitable donations is great in someone else's name. My dad, he loves it. I tell you, I think he's on 500 lists. He gives to the March of Dimes. He gives to the NAACP. He gives to the Cleft Lip Missions Group. He gives to the Well Water in Africa. He gives to the Jews. He gives to everything. And so, like, it's fun to like come up with a charity, even just for him to give. So try that. That could be peace loving, because especially if you don't, I hate to make a comparison, but if you may feel like this person has everything, or this person is so well off that whatever my little money could buy, probably they have that 10 score over. But who could deny the specialness of you donating to some charity in need in their name? I mean, that's just special, whether it's $10 or 20 or 100. So try that. Especially, it will give peace to you to know that you contributed to someone or some organization that's worthy. Number 6, love tanking experiences. Love tanking experiences. Now, when you top off your tank in your car, I think the majority of us say, you've gone from whatever your car was. Sometimes for me it's E, and you have it going automatically because you sort of like clicked the little gun and it's going automatically. And as the gasoline is filling up, when it backs up into the little nozzle, it'll cut off automatically. When you top it off, you like, we can get more in there. I need like at least 5 more miles. And you push it and you like, be careful because it can gush out. Love tanking experiences. That is how the recipient should feel about what you're taking time out to do. Now, Gary Chapman has a book called The 5 Love Languages. And these 5 love languages, most of us all appreciate, but for majority of us, 1 or 2 of those love languages, when we get them and get them good, it makes us feel up and we just feel so loved. And the 5 love languages, I think I got it right: physical touch, gifts, words of affirmation, acts of service, and quality time. I think that's right. And so what sometimes happens, and if you guys are married or in a couple, you may have already had these examples shared with you in an enrichment or relationship enhancement seminar. But what sometimes happens is that, I'm a words of affirmation person. So I could be trying to bless my best friend, one of my many best friends, and I'm just like, girl, you're so amazing. I give her cards and plaques, and, she's appreciative, but it hasn't really moved the nozzle because she may not be a words of affirmation. But if if I I was trying to think of something holy. Well, like if I'm married and my husband, his love top language is physical touch, then me giving him a lot of gifts, he may be appreciative, but his tank ain't full. He may need you to be like, honey, let me rub you down, let me massage you, let me hold you, let you be the little spoon, I'll be the big spoon. Let me massage your feet, because touch for him is his big love language. And after, you ain't even gotta have sex with him. After all that touching and feeling, if you're married, he's probably feeling really, really good. So these love tanking experiences is seeking out what your person needs, what your person loves, what makes them feel like, ooh, we're gonna give you just a little bit more. Now, listen, love tanking experiences can sound a lot like love bombing. The difference is, in love bombing, someone's being manipulated. Someone often is too fast, too soon, undeserved, and the person is doing it in order to control you. So even your reaction, if it's not what they want, they get mad. And it often comes after they've done something really derelict, after they've like said something wrong or did something wrong. That's not love tanking. Love tanking is done in sacrifice to you. And probably there's only a few people in your circle who probably deserve your energy for love tanking. And like I said, the peace of mind is a luxury that money can't afford. This love taking experience may or may not involve money, but it involves your time. And that is a wonderful peace saving gift. I know I would love it. The next is I want to coupons. I want to coupons. Now, this may sound familiar. IOU coupons. IOU coupons. I don't like that IOU stuff. So I'm going to call it I want to coupons, because IOU sounds like you are obligated. You know, I know as a kid, I did IOU coupons, I'll sweep the floor, whatever, whatever. But it was sort of like, I don't want to do it, but I know you like it. So here you go. And I'm hoping that you never use it. Let's face it, parents often don't. But I want to coupons suggest that it's my pleasure to serve you in the ways that you would want to be served. And I said, change that over and also be a good host and try to encourage them to redeem their coupons as much and as soon as they can so that it won't become something that they just put up under their shelf. Now, a lot of us feel like this is not cool unless you're like a teenager or a kid. But depending on what the I want to coupons are, you may really love it. I mean, you can put a spice back in your marriage if you're a man, probably. Because you know, they say that a turn on or foreplay for married women often is a man who's cleaning. So I mean, I want to coupons and have a good attitude, but like, how can I serve you, baby? How can what I want to please you? These things help. So what I suggest too, just things that make it a little bit more special, you know, get these little tabs, like these says like love and cherish. And instead of having like just like some floppy paper, you know, maybe put them in different cards and actually write love notes about why that coupon is special. Like, you know, I want to rub your feet because I remember when you were pregnant with our first child, that would bring you joy. Like, you know, put something to it, you know? Sort of like when someone's in trouble and or someone has a death in the family, you're like, let me know if you need anything. That puts the burden on them to voice their need versus, hey, I got some green beans, potato salad, and chicken. I'll over to bring it by Monday. Is that okay? Oh, yeah. See how different that is? I want to massage your feet. I want to take out the trash for a month. I want to clean your car every Friday for the next month. Those things you go ahead and schedule and tell them and show them how you want to do it, and it'll be a blessing. Another idea, I want to coupons, and this can go for a lot of things. I love opportunities to just sort of like randomly pick something, give someone a container. I try to make it cool and like put things in there that you know that they love, and especially things that are not expensive, but it puts a smile on their face. And then like maybe, I don't know, you could had an argument or you just like, you know, let me bless my loved one or my friend. And you're like, hey, pick one. And then hopefully it's something you can do right then and there. And it's not a coupon, it's more like I want to box. But I think it's a great way of, you know, saving your peace because you are sharing not just that you'll do something for them or, you know, the suggestion you ain't got the money to go get a traditional gift, but it's like taking a moment of saying like, I want to serve you, I want to please you in this way, please accept it. Doesn't that sound a lot better than like, I owe you washing dishes, I owe you I know I'm talking, I owe you. I saw in my mom's closet a IOU the other day, and I was just laughing. Like, I think it was from 1986, so I was in sixth grade. She never used it. That's right. So the last of the peace saving ideas that I have, that I hope that maybe try one or two of them. And again, this is for, Christmas is over, but gift giving never stops. So these are also great gifts to just give because it's on your heart. What a shame it would be that the only time we would give gifts is during some holiday that the TV and magazines and social media says, go get it, just to do it because you want it. Now, this next one is actually a gift that I only suggest the most dedicated, non procrastinating, non exaggerating people do. Okay? Have an honest plan. I really almost think only like 15, and maybe that's too big of a number. About 15% of the population could actually do this. An honest plan. And this takes it a little bit further than just say a coupon of future events. There are times, where people normally would give, want to give, but life is just not bending that way. Um, they're still grieving the death of a family member. Maybe that's their second or third year without them, but it's really hard this year. They got the money, but they just don't have the energy. They don't have the heart. Sometimes the idea of money and not having it has stressed people out so much that they can't even like go to the local Bills or dollar store and put together a gift basket. It's just too much. I think particularly depending on your relationship with that person, like how beautiful would it be? And again, this is not for the procrastinator or the exaggerator or the person who doesn't budget or calendar. So I probably couldn't do this very well unless I really practice. They have an opportunity to just be honest. Like, hey, best friend, my dad died this year, and I even getting online was hard. And I want us to do something special. I really would love to give you this for Christmas or this for the holidays, but I just don't have it in me. Why don't we have a girls' weekend, Valentine's Day? And come up with the plan and follow up. Don't make it where that person has to follow up with you. Because truthfully, the gift was your idea. You don't have to do it. And please, if you're like me and tend to forget things, don't make things worse by promising something and don't do it. I say these are probably really big in situations where people are in a really close relationship, particularly where one partner may give a lot and sacrifice a lot. I can't tell you how many stories I've heard of married women with children who are never given a birthday gift, a Christmas gift. I mean, and this is after having bought Christmas gifts, and this is after seeing like their husband buy their kids something or their mother something. And what what's the kicker is that the people are not even strong enough to just admit honestly that they wanted maybe to buy something, but they didn't have the money. Wouldn't that feel much better? You see your kids getting like a little gift, you bought your husband a gift, and this can be vice versa, and you have no gift, and no one notices or no one says anything. How unvalued you may feel, particularly when everybody else or majority of people get it and you're the one cooking, cleaning, sexing, all that kind of stuff. I think some people miss out the opportunity by just saying, I wanted to buy you a gift and I'm so embarrassed that I didn't have the money to get you one. And I can't even make you a promise that there's a plan or something in the future, but I just want you to know that you're special to me. I love you, and hopefully next year I'll do better. See, that ain't even a plan. It's just honesty, straight up honesty. Instead of going into debt or acting like, oh, no big deal. I had this one wife tell me that her husband pointed out that she was the only one who didn't get a gift and laughed. I don't believe in divorce, but anyway, we have to think about honesty. And sometimes, I don't know how many of you have ever heard of a financial fast, but I was on a 21-day financial fast. And one of the rules from this book that I was reading, I can't remember the author, like, even if a birthday comes up or something in between where gifts are expected, you couldn't go buy them a gift. And you couldn't, could you tell them that you're on a fast? I think the goal was for you to be comfortable with not using money to give someone something. And I say all that to say, I think I could say like, I'm on a financial fast, or, or just say, I really want to tell you I love you. Don't even make excuses, because here's the truth. No one owes us anything. Oh, thank you, Justin. No one owes us anything. So whether you get a white elephant gift, whether you get a pat on the back, whether you get a trip to New Zealand or Paris, or a pair of re-gifted heels that your Bigfoot cousin could no longer try to get in without falling, they didn't have to give you anything. And so I think even when it comes to parents, like, and I know I'm not one, but teach your kids how to be grateful. No one owes them anything at all. At all. You eat, don't you? You got food on the table, don't you? I know I sound like Denzel Washington on Fences, but seriously, I'm gonna close with this. We at my the church in Bethel, that's in Mayo, Florida, my grandmother Elder Minnie L. Colson founded the church in 1969. 1969, this Black woman who had rheumatoid arthritis, who hadn't worked in decades, who would drive along with her husband, Deacon Willie Colson, 90 miles one way several times a week to facilitate pastoring and Bible study, all these kind of things. And she loved Christmas, but she didn't have money. And she was serving a population that really didn't have money either. And so she would do this thing. It would normally be in a black garbage bag, but she would take a big Sears Robot book and like order a bunch of stuff for 50 cents or even less or more, but not much more. And she would wrap it, and her arthritic hands had a hard time wrapping things. So it would look odd. Sometimes it's wrapped in newspaper. And she would come to church that Sunday before Christmas, and everybody would put their hand in and pull something out. And in honor of that, I did something similar, even though I did do a little bit more gift bags than I probably could have. And I wrapped, not with newspaper, but I purposely tried to hide the contents. And I didn't explain why. They just knew that the pastors were giving gifts to the first group, which were all the kids under 18. And so they opened up indiscriminately their gifts. And a lot of them were like, looking around. And I did that purposely. I wanted to see who would just be like, thank you. Thank you. Now, none of them, they were in church, so they had manners, but I laughed at all of them picked a gift bag, and it was the same gift bag, thinking probably it was better gifts in one than the other. But when I told them the story about this as a way to show how people don't have to give you anything, and whatever they give, you should be thankful, and you should learn to be appreciative, as a lesson that I learned from my grandmother, who had no income, had rheumatoid arthritis that caused her to be on crutches in the last decades of her life. But she thought enough to make sure that everyone left with a gift. Now, if it was a doggy bone or a fruit scooper and you're 5 years old, you take that fruit scooper, you may trade it out with other people, but you won't let her know about it. You just say thank you. So I think when it comes to peace-saving gifts, and we say with all gifts that it's the thought that matters, think on the gifts that are available to you that bring you peace. Don't go into debt. Don't go into stress. You may have to sacrifice just because that's just the way of the world. Like, we all sacrifice. Anytime you use $1, you have sacrifice. But it should be something that you want to do that gives you peace, is not showing out. And if you find that you feel a lot of pressure, or I have a girlfriend from the Congo, and the family will talk about each other about the gifts, you got to rise above that and just choose peace. Choose peace. This is the last Hope More Wednesday show of the year. We're continuing to celebrate Kwanzaa, and I do have an announcement, and you're the first to know. And you'll find out more about it later, is that my show Hope More will start to be broadcast on the Daily Gospel Network next month, starting at 9:30 in the morning. I will give you more information about it. I'm very excited with partnering up with the Daily Gospel Network, and I'm actually going through training now. So it's going to be a 30-minute show, which is a lot different, right? No more 90-minute shows. But I'm really going to use next year, or at least the beginning of the year, to revamp. There's a lot of new things going on in my life, so I'm just really having to make some measured decisions about how much I post, how much I work on new stuff, versus how much I perfect those things that I've already put out there in the ether. But I'll give you more information about that later tonight. I will post the winner of the drawing for the YouTube subscription channel. Thank you guys for subscribing and commenting. And then on New Year's Eve, which is also the last day of Kwanzaa, that we'll be doing Kwanzaa reflections, 10:10 a.m. in the morning, I will announce our last cash prize winner. And prayerfully, we're up to 300 Gideon's Army subscribers for the Hope More Show. And let me just tell you, and this is free without charge, if at all you want or ever hoped that I would give you a quick quick free legal moment, just know that in 2023, ain't nothing free. I mention that only to say that here's an opportunity for you to support what I'm doing without any money. Just go and subscribe. Even if you're watching on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, like, and comment. If you can't do that for me for free, and yet you in my inbox asking me to help, let me just tell you, I remember the people who helped me for free when they come knocking at my door asking me for free advice. Now, I'm not doing pro bono next year. It's going to be like barter bono or low bono, just because there's some financial things that I have to do. And guys, like, hey, I didn't tell you started giving that away, but I just want you to know I see who's supporting me. I see who's giving me their attention, even if it's only once a month, and I appreciate it. And I do believe that you'll be blessed for it. You will be blessed for it, and I do not take you for granted. God bless you guys. Have a happy rest of the Hope Day. No Humps here, the last Wednesday in 2022. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in 2023. Love you, and I mean it. Bye-bye.